There's a few things about self-tapes I want everybody to consider. There's a lot of information about self-tapes out there. There's so much information about self-tapes. My God, we can drown in the how-to of self-tapes. Everybody's got a tip or a new lighting kit you need to buy and need to buy it now. Oh gosh, it's like buying laundry detergent. You can stand at the supermarket aisle and go, which one is the best for 30 minutes and never get clean clothes? So let me give you an idea about self tapes. Number one, I want you to prep your self tapes like you would if you were on set. Quit treating this like an audition. Some of us rush. Could you imagine if you were to arrive on set to a major film the way you do to your self tapes? Well, you'd be terrified. It'd be embarrassing. Don't put my name on your resume if that's what you're doing. You should audition the same way you act. If these two things are separate to you right now, you've got a problem. We have to fix these. So I want you to make time or do whatever you have to do to treat the moments before you hit record on the self-tape as the same way, in the same way as you would the moments they call action on set. You must have a prep, actors, and I would encourage that prep to be accessing the vulnerable geography in your body, prepping the body, using imagery to engage in problems, swimming in the moment before from a physical and kinesthetic place, engaging the other person, the other character, going through a block integration exercise, whatever it is that you would do on set as a prep, you must do before you shoot a self-tape. Otherwise, you're just getting good at auditioning. God forbid, then you book the job. And you show. Could you imagine if you showed up to set the same way you show up to your self-tapes? Oh, what a discredit to the art you'd be doing. Number two, 3 to 4 takes max. That's it. I know people say this sometimes. The problem is what I'm not suggesting is that you do 3 takes and go, well, Ben said 3 takes. No, I'm suggesting you practice in such a way that you are calibrated to know the difference in each take. Each take should be more and more involved. I'm not saying 3 takes as a time management tool. I'm saying 3 takes as an artistic experience for you. 3 to 4 takes. If you limit the amount of takes you give yourself, I promise you'll take each one more seriously. That's why. It's the difference between shooting on a set with a limited budget and shooting on a set with an unlimited budget. In films with limited budgets, frankly, the acting is better. In films with unlimited budgets, the actors get as many takes as they need and the editor cuts 1,000 different ways between them. If the actor knows they have limited takes, we tend to take each take more seriously, more deeply, more profoundly. I would challenge you to do that. Number 3, do a personal recall in between each take. Don't talk to the person you're reading with. Please, I understand maybe it's your coach you're reading with, bless it. Do your recall between each take. Let the person you're reading with adjust to you. Let the person you're reading with say, hey, let's move the lighting or something that they can perceive. But if you're a practiced actor, your evaluation of your work is more valuable than the reader's evaluation of your work. I promise you. Not that they don't have something to offer. Maybe there's something they see and you trust them. How wonderful. But do not rely on them. You should be practiced enough to do a recall between each take so that each take is deeper than the next. Each take should be more involved, more profound, deeper listening, deeper connection, more presence than the next. Do a recall between each take. And then finally, when you're looking through the different takes that you've done, how do you select the right take? The right take. Here's how you select the right take. The one that aligns to your remembrance of the experience. If you're doing a recall between each take, you probably already know. Then you watch it. If what you experienced is again experienced in the observing of the take, then send that one. Move on with your life. Send it. What we're looking for is honesty and truth, a deepening level of honesty and truth. I'm not looking for how to do the scene. I'm looking for a detailed and deepening expression of honesty and truth that aligns with my remembrance of that experience in the moment. Let me challenge you all, actors. What if you and you alone were the one who decided what take was best? I understand sending it off, getting some counsel, some reflection. I'm into it. It can be helpful. But what if? What if you alone were the one who decided? How would you see it differently? How would you experience the entire self tape process differently if you knew it was only your evaluation that would show up at the end of the day? How would you approach the thing differently? So consider these points as you continue down the black hole that is self tapes.